So far, we were discussing about how to take Laplace transform and find the voltage or current, final value in time domain, etc. Now we are going to discuss how to take inverse of Laplace transform. For that, we are using a very important technique called Heaviside technique. In Heaviside technique, we already discussed about few forms of having the Laplace equation and discussed the partial fraction technique so as to split these equations. Now we already told that there are real roots a, b, real numbers a, b. It's not roots, it's numbers a, b, etc. up to n. Depending upon the forms, we split it into partial fraction forms. So there are a number of fractions available. Now Heaviside method is used to find the value of these constants a, b, c, etc. So let me give an example, a general example, which here there is a function f of s, ps plus q by s plus a into s plus b all square plus s plus c into s square plus ds plus e. So when you closely watch, you could see there is a term s plus a with power 1. So you could straight away write it as a single term a by s plus a. Now second term is s plus b all square. Now since it's having a power 2, the second form, it's in the form of this one. So you should write up to the power 2. The n has the value 2. Now you are splitting into a by s plus a. Similarly, here we have equivalently two terms for that, b by s plus b plus c by s plus b square. That's the partial fraction form of this term s plus b all square. Now you could see s square plus c square, and it's naturally having a complex root s plus jc and s minus jc. So I have splitted the single term s square plus c square, s square plus c square into s plus jc into s minus jc. Now we have other quadratic equation which doesn't have any real roots, so we kept it as a. So the complex function is split into d and e. Obviously it's d conjugate, or e will be d conjugate, and so we are writing s plus jc as a denominator of d, s minus jc will be having a denominator of d star or d conjugate, plus the final term, which is a quadratic equation, should be written in the form of fs plus g by s square plus ds plus e. So using Heaviside method, you could find the coefficient of a, b, c and d easily. So that's how we are going to discuss to find the value of the constants a, b, c, d, etc. up to d of these forms. That's more important. Forms which is not having a complex like quadratic equation like this, or the forms in which we can write the form s plus a whole square or the power of s plus a form. Now to find the coefficient of a, we have the equation limit s tends to minus a, s plus a in f of s. So it's nothing like, if we see this term, look at this term, just multiply the denominator with the function f of s, so that s plus a will be cancelled, and substitute s is equal to minus a, and you will get the equation as shown here. And simplifying this equation, you will naturally get value of a. It's that easy. Similarly, now let's find, we have to find value of b and c, which is having a similar denominator s plus b, and one is having s plus b square. Let's go for the higher term. It is similar way, just multiply with the f of s as shown here. C limit s tends to minus b, to find c, just multiply s plus b all square with f of s and substitute s is equal to minus b. That's applying the limits. So you will get this form. So we discussed how to find a and how to find c. It's looking similar. Similarly, we can find the value of t. I will be discussing how to find the value of b just now after discussing how to find value of t. Similarly, just multiply the fraction, the denominator s plus jc with f of s. So it will be cancelling out. Then apply the limit. So this is the equation. S tends to minus jc into s of s plus jc in f of s, and substituting the value of s by minus j by c. Similarly, the conjugate of d will be e, or you can find it out by applying the limit s tends to jc, s minus jc in f of s, and just applying the limit you will get value. Now what we have left is b. So b is a numerator of the term s plus 1 by s plus b. So the higher order is s plus b square. So as to find the coefficient of any other term, see, if suppose the form is of this s plus a all raised to n, we can find the highest term, the coefficient of highest n, by just multiplying this denominator with the function and substituting s is equal to minus a. To find other terms lower than this, you have to learn a simple equation that is given by limit s tends to minus b. Here we are finding out b. So limit s tends to minus b, 1 by n minus 1 factorial d by d s d raised to n minus 1 by d s raised to n minus 1. So we are derivating it, where n is the order of the s plus p term, and just multiplying s plus b into f of s. So we are multiplying this with f of s. So in this term, this f of s plus b all square will be cancelled, and just taking the first single order derivative here, n is equal to 2. So 2 minus 1 ds 2 minus 1. So d by ds of this term will be forming. So this is how we get it, and 1 by 1 factorial will be just 1. Applying the limits, after derivating it, you will get the value of p. So using Heaviside method, you can find the value of all these forms up to all the forms in the form s plus a to the power of something. And I hope you are clear with the Heaviside method. With solving a few problems using this method, the technique will be easier and you will be understanding it very well.